We back in the house. You already know what it is. Fellagood Podcast. Oh shit. Oh shit. You already know what it is. Fellagood Podcast. We back in the building. New location. I know I've been away for a while. It's been a little bit. A lot has transpired. YouTube was hating on your boy. Oh yeah. YouTube gave me a strike, struck down the channel, so I couldn't put out a video every Sunday no more like I was. And I was just popping that shit. You know, I really went in. But that's neither here or there. That gives us a chance, or I should say, they've given me a chance to have an opportunity to gain financially from it, because that episode they struck down was in 2 parts, and it was because of the title of it. The algorithm picked it up, and that was a mistake, because when I was talking about Agenda 21, they assume I'm talking about vaccines, and I didn't mention any vaccines not one time. I only mentioned all the murders from George Floyd to Dante Wright to everybody, you know, those are the only things I talked about. So they struck that joint down under the pretenses, the algorithm, the computers, the AI, the artificial intelligence, excuse me, I know my shit was dry. Artificial intelligence made a mistake. It made a calculated mistake. It calculated that that's what I was going to be talking about. So either way, just trying to give y'all a little insight. But let me back it back up. Boom, we in the house. Fellagood Podcast, FGP, you already know what it is. As I keep going and going, episode 41. Are you sleeping with the enemy? Part 2. Yeah. Are you sleeping with the enemy? Part 2. Well, you know, if you're new to Fellagood Podcast, got a lot of content on YouTube. Before I dig in, you already know what it is. Goodfellas LLC. Fellagood Podcast is brought to you by Goodfellas LLC. Hashtag Goodfellas LLC. Hashtag Goodfellas Gaming. Hashtag Koger. Hashtag fuck your merch. You already know what it is. Yeah. Check us out on YouTube. You know what it is, man. Everywhere you can find podcasts, you can find Fellagood Podcast. Been going hard body for a long time. So speaking of that, I say part 2 because part 1 is on Anchor. Are you sleeping with the enemy? This was about, you know, right last year when COVID popped off. And in that episode, I spoke on red flags and situations you should pay attention to, right? Today, part 2, are you sleeping with the enemy? It's heavy, because you gotta, you know, usually I'll be on, you know, I go on some other shit, and you know, it's a lot going on in the world right now. Would you believe that I got requested for jury duty, my nigga? They requested me for jury duty. No fronting, no stunting, no lie. They requested me for jury duty, my nigga. And I already know it's it's got to be for one of the 3 upcoming trials of one of those dudes, whether it was Officer Tao or one of the other officers. Man, I ain't doing that shit. I said, oh no, I'm homeless. I can't do that. I don't have a home. I'm having a midlife crisis. I can't do it. I find that odd that all the people in the world I got picked for jury duty. But anyway, that's neither here or there. You know, with all the shit that's going on in the world, are you sleeping with the enemy? Part 2, right? You, as I stated before, you have to be careful, because the person that you are with, your mate, your husband, your wife, the person that you're with could be your enemy. In my history of my life, I've witnessed this. I bear witness to the very thing of what we're talking about today. Let me get something to drink. I bear witness to the very thing that we're talking about, because you can be with somebody. You can think that you can be kind of stuck in autopilot thinking things is all good with somebody that you love and know that you've always put first. And that all along they got an agenda. All along they have something going on. You feel me? For instance, you can be with, you got to pay attention though. See, it's easy to pay attention when you've seen it, but while you're in it, you got to pay attention to the flags, the red flags, right? So here's a small example. Your girl, you tell your girl that you want to be a rapper. Let's just say you want to be a rapper, right? No matter what, your girl's supposed to be behind you and support you in whatever decision you make, right? But if she say some shit like, nah, and you really doing your thing and you really into it, and she just ain't really into what you doing, and she ain't trying to show support, that's a red flag, my nigga. And then on the flip side, you'd be the motherfucker to be like, if she got something going on like lashes and nails and shit, oh, baby, damn, we should do this. I got some bread on that. We can open up you a little shop, go online. We can get your online shop going. Blase, do this and that. You sitting here trying to network for her more than she even thinking like, oh, shit. Like, you jump in right behind her. That's because you got her best interest at heart. You want to see her shine. You want to help and be part of uplifting her and putting her in position, right? But we don't pay attention to those small signs sometimes. They be right there in your face. You get a new car, something, and your girl turn her face up. Come on, man. Why would she be mad that you upgraded when she, I can remember when I had got a BMW, my first BMW. I got it from the auction. Now my girl at the time, she had a car, but she was paying. She didn't own her car. She was making payments and whatnot. I had a motherfucking 740 IL. It wasn't a 45. I had the 740 IL. You know what I'm saying? It was a 93. That motherfucker was clean as a whistle. She turned her motherfucking face up. I got it for $1,600 cash at the auction. Why ain't she thinking, damn, I could be out the sunroof, my titties out like, ooh, girls gone wild. All this motherfucker, right? Nah, she like, turn her nose up. When I cop a truck, I cop the truck paid for cash. She's still making payments. She like, those are signs. And I know you at home, you're sitting there thinking that this. Now, if you ain't paid, a motherfucker don't be wanting you to win necessarily. And so, but that's the whole point of this. Are you sleeping with the enemy? You have to decipher that quickly, because you know how I feel about Fellagood Podcast. Time. Time is the most important thing you have. And you can't get time back. You never get time back, no matter how you try, no matter what you do, right? You won't get that time back. You can't get it back. So my point is this. Right? You can be oblivious to the signs, and then you'll be just daydreaming. It's a song out right now, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, and Nas. And motherfuckers say, sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? So you have to pay attention to these signs. Two people are supposed to be together. When they're together, they're supposed to uplift each other. Can't one be going 100% and the other one be going 30%? It got to match up. That love got to match up both ways. But you can easily be deceived and not see these things, these red flags, if you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? And another thing is, We got to stop putting the wrong motherfuckers. See, most of the time we end up spending the wrong time on the wrong people. The time that we waste, we could have been investing it somewhere else where it was deserved. See what I'm saying? Sometimes we be putting bitches on a pedestal. We put bitches on a pedestal, you feel me? And they never deserved it. And then they'll goddamn boss up on you. Or it ain't just her, or it can be him, boss up on the motherfucker, and then you be looking crazy. See what I'm saying? So you gotta pay attention to the signs and symbols. Because like they say, signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. We got a lot of shit going on in the world, man. And you got a lot of silent enemies. Don't let the one that's in your bedroom be one too. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, That's all I want to say. You gotta pay attention. Because if you don't, you'll get caught down bad. You get caught down bad if you don't pay attention. But yeah, you gotta pay attention. A motherfucker should always keep you first and always consider you in everything they do. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. And if you get wind even one time, you know what I'm saying? Even after this, you hearing this. If you get wind one time, and you thinking like, man, go on and switch that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? But, one thing about life, and in general for everything, you have to have people that have honor. Honor is something that's been lost a long time ago. I realized, I'm finna be 39 this year. I realized that honor is really not amongst any thieves. Honor is dying with the last of the dying breed. I'm gonna say it again. They used to say there's no honor amongst thieves. Well, I'm here to tell you the last of the honor is dying with the last of the breed, like me. Men like me have honor, right? You can't buy me. YouTube can't buy me or quiet me and silence me. They can try to, but we got the new website ready to launch real soon. So they can't block that. So, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have honor. You can't just be willing to do anything for money, for a bag. You can't be willing to sacrifice your morals and your values. You have to stand on something, stand on principles. You know what I mean? There's certain things that you don't do. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. I operate like that. With that being said, a lot of people don't have those morals. A lot of people don't have those values. So when they operate outside of what you would operate, you be trying to figure it out. But like Forward Slash said, you can't understand what the next motherfucker doing because you don't do that. You don't do that. But Fellagood Podcast, man, you know what it is. Episode 41, Are You Sleeping with the Enemy? Go check out Anchor to watch episode of the part 1 of Are You Sleeping with the Enemy? And then, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like then and now. But that's a serious thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you are. This topic applies to you because you can think everything is all good. Oh no, we good. You can think everything all good. You can think everything's peachy and everybody's cooling and living the dream, just like living the dream. You can think that, and then the motherfucker snatch the rug from under your feet. And if it's all good, it's all good. All I'm saying, pay attention. If you allow unauthorized movement brings on unauthorized things. You gotta be on it, man. And loyalty, like I said, we talking about honor and all that. Loyalty, that's a thing of the past as well. Ain't nobody loyal to shit. Ain't nobody loyal to shit but themselves. You hear that? Say it again. Loyalty, ain't nobody loyal to nothing but themselves. And that's a big fact. Big fact. Ain't nobody loyal to nothing but themselves, yo. So you gotta just learn how to decipher. These are just little things that you can pay attention to. You can pay attention to the signs and symbols, y'all, and know how to act accordingly. But besides sleeping with the enemy, the world is in a motherfucking shift. You know, like I know, right now, you can feel it all over. You can feel it. It's a shift. A shift has happened in the world. A lot of things have happened. And a lot of people are like, man, you can feel the shift. A lot of people dying. A lot of marriages is breaking. A lot of all my boys and people going through shit with their girl or with their kids. It's just like the world in a ball of confusion right now. And motherfuckers would be just in a ball of confusion, don't know which way to go. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know where to go. I'm focused. As a matter of fact, I'm focused now more than I ever have been. You about to see a lot from Fellagood Podcast. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep going. I'm back. I'm going to try to edit this up quickly to get it on YouTube. But I'm back. Fellagood Podcast. Yes, we ain't stopping. Goodfellas LLC, episode 41 and counting. So much content on YouTube. So much content. So many skits, funny skits, informational things. We got it all. But the website coming, the apps coming, all that. Fellaflix coming. Oh yes, all that's coming. I hate the man. It's bull. See how I want to say two things about the universe. One, the universe will show you things. You have to pay attention. The universe will show you something that you didn't even know. The things will align for you, but you ain't even paying attention, so you won't even catch your opportunity to, you know what I'm saying? The universe will show you things. And with that being said, I just was popping my shit on here, and I was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, shut me down. I said, I've been consistent, nigga. I'm the most consistent podcast nigga you know. And then all of a sudden, boom, they cut me down. But I'm back. I'm back. About to get in that gym heavy. Watch, y'all gonna also get you've been watching the evolution of me and my mind. Now you about to see the evolution of my body. I'm about to get toned up in there and get right. Yeah. Hashtag Koger. Hashtag fuck your merch. Hashtag Goodfellas LLC. Man, it's a lot going on in the world. Woo! There's so much going on in the world. They're about to let us take our masks off, though. I believe, I think it's, what did it say, July 21st, something like that? We're getting rid of the masks. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was crazy. So, we're getting rid of the masks. Still a lot of bullshit going on, a lot of crazy shit going on, but we'll dig into it as we carry on, just like we always do, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just want to tap in real quick. They tried to hold your boy in the back of the yard. They trapped me in the back of the yard, but I dug my way under the fence. And here I am again. FGP, hashtag FGP, hashtag FGPTV, Fellagood Podcast, you already know. And until next time, I appreciate y'all, because like always, time is all we got, man. And we waste a lot of our time. So with all the wasted time you have wasted in your life, just like I have, I appreciate you still spending a little time with me and tapping in with me, Fellagood Podcast, so I can give y'all a little plate. You know what I'm saying? I like to dish out little plates, sometimes small, sometimes large, but they definitely always be informational, motivational, and uplifting, because I want you always to know, like always, you are your own superstar. You are your own superstar, and you're capable of great things. And I know sometimes it get lonely and sometimes it get dark, but you already know. Iron Man was created in a fucking cave. Fella fact. Tony Stark created Iron Man in a fucking cave by himself. He went within. It's in that time when you can be by yourself and really bunker in. You can unlock your inner chi, your inner self, and figure out and start seeing the numbers. You can do it. I've done it. I am doing it. Witness the evolution of Fellagood, man. It's gonna be a beautiful ride, baby. I ain't going nowhere, but to continue to go up. I already told y'all I've been at the bottom, so I'm gonna continue to. You'll see. You already know what it is. Fellagood Podcast. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Again, Fella Fact. Tony Stark created Iron Man in a fucking cave. And with that being said, peace.